Hello, my name is Rogelio Salcido, and today I want to discuss the importance of changing the oil in your vehicle. To start off, I want to discuss this graph. It's based off a 2016 American Community Survey that shows that about 76% of working Americans drive to work every day. And 76 is about 115 million people, so at least 115 million cars on the road each and every day. And chances are, if you have a job right now, you also drive to work. So, as a car owner, you are brought. There are certain responsibilities that become apparent as time goes on, and sometimes people aren't really aware of that until it's too late. So today, I want to discuss the importance of oil, motor oil in your vehicle, why we use it, what's its purpose, how you can go about to getting an oil change once it's time, and what to expect after you have done said oil change. First off, what is oil? Oil is a lubricant when it comes to cars. Basically, it keeps the components in your car and your engine running smoothly without causing too much friction. And if you know what friction is, basically, like you can rub your hands together and they create heat. Now imagine the metals in your vehicle rubbing against each other. That would create an enormous amount of heat, and your car probably wouldn't last a day without any oil. So that's why we use it. But why is changing it important? Why should we change it? So over time, oil gets dirty, and whether that's because contaminants fall into it or little pieces of machinery break off into it like dust, and over time it deteriorates the oil. It's not as efficient, and it could cause damage to your car's components if you leave it in there for too long. Not only that, dirty oil causes the buildup of hydrocarbons. And basically, hydrocarbons are a pollutant. So when you burn them, they pollute the air around you. Nobody wants that. Not only that, if you fail your emissions test, it could be expensive to get that repaired, depending on how long the oil has been sitting in there. So those are some of the benefits to changing your oil. There's a lot more, but you get the idea. It's important to change your oil. So how do you go about it? When you want to go change your oil, there's really about two ways you could go about it. You could either one, do it yourself, or two, go to a professional to do it for you. So first of all, to do it yourself, I will say, I won't talk about it right now in too much depth, but it is an involved process. You really need to know what you're doing. You need to know what type of oil your vehicle uses, and you need to have the tools in order to access like oil filters on hand. But if you know how to do it, and you know what oil to properly or to use, then it could save you a lot of time and money doing it yourself. If not, you could go to a professional, and that could be places like Valvoline Instant Oil. I'm sure you've seen these all around town, or to a dealership. So for the instant oil change spot, it's simple. You pull in, no appointments. They change your oil in like 15 minutes. You don't even need to get out of the car, and it's relatively inexpensive compared to other options. Or if you want, you could go to a dealership, and of course, make sure you go to the same make. If you drive a Toyota, go to a Toyota dealership. And the benefits of going to a dealership is that they know more about what your car needs than like a instant oil shop. One size fits all. They can use genuine oil from the manufacturers, and not only that, they check other parts of your car to make sure it's running correctly. But I will say the dealership is a bit more expensive, but it comes with trade-offs. So now you know where to go get your oil change. You go, you get it changed. What can you expect from it? Well, one, you expect your car to last longer, and that's its main benefit. Keep your car running healthier for longer. I will say when you get your car back, take a record of how many miles your car has. Because you need to know when to go in next time for your next oil change. And it really depends on the oil your car uses. So some oil lasts 3,000 miles, 5,000 miles, up to 10,000 miles nowadays. But really, you have to make sure you know how long that time period is. You don't want to go in too early because at that point you're, wasting money, wasting the oil, or go too late because that can cause harm to your car. And ultimately, if you get anything from this presentation, it's that changing the oil in your vehicle is one of the most inexpensive ways to keep your car running healthy and for a long time. You know why it's important, you know what it's used for, you know how to do it, and you know what to expect from it. So hopefully this has helped you realize those responsibilities you have as a car owner. Thank you.